Okay, cool. Welcome back. You remember last time we were setting up to plant corn on all these fields. Now this dude's at his very last field. It actually didn't take too long, probably a little over an hour, I guess, to get all these done. Now I've got all of those. Yep, see all of those fields corn. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fields that'll be planted in corn. Now I've got my truck set up here ready to grab the canola. The canola. So I'm going to drive up to Right Agribusiness to sell it because it's a pretty good price, 1200. So we'll just fill that up, and then I'll probably jump out until we're ready to bring Gustavius back in. Or, oh no, hold on, I'll bring you back in just to see the start of the weeding process because I haven't actually weeded yet. Because remember, we did actually buy a weeder near the end of the last episode, but we're waiting for the plants to poke up through the ground before we can actually weed. So we'll just drive this dude up, then I'll jump out, and I'll jump in again, and I'll jump out, and then it'll be Gustavius. It'll be quite a big job, but with 2 people, it shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Right, we'll get this guy up there. What's the easiest way to go? Probably... oh yeah, probably this way, I think. Yeah, so hopefully doing that much chaff at once will be worth it, and it won't just be one huge job that doesn't really pay off. I'm hoping it won't quite be like poplars, you know, because that was a huge job, and that was only one field. But yeah, probably what I'll have to do is just leave it sitting in the silo until the silage price goes up enough, because at the moment it's actually not that good at the biogas plant. 323. I've seen it go up to about 500 or so. So we could probably just, kind of leave it there, and then when the price goes up enough, we get the conveyor belts out and just sell like all of it. I think I'll go up around this way, because I don't think I've driven up around this road before. No, I don't think I have, actually. Oh, hey. So it's a new bit of the map that's being uncovered, I guess. Ooh, there's a lot of trees around here, eh? There's a lot of money just sitting here, waiting to be stolen. It's quite funny how you can just sort of drive up to a tree and cut it down and then, sell it, without even asking the owners and stuff. It's funny. There's another gas station there. Now, yeah, some of these fields up here would probably be better for chaff. Well, I could plant, I don't know, say 5 or 6, or maybe even 3 or 4, like fairly big ones up here, and then it'll be like really close to the biogas plant. It'll be easier, you won't have to drive quite so far just to dump it all off. Yeah, that's the benefit of hindsight, I guess. Am I going the right way? I think I am. Oh, yeah, sort of. Oh, this is a pretty steep hill. I wouldn't want to have a gutless tractor trying to get up this one. Have I actually... Oh, yeah. I was just seeing if the beacon was on. I'm sort of struggling to get up to speed on this hill. I should have kept driving and checked the map at the top. Oh, I think he'll make it though. Starting to slow down. Okay, right, so if we go on this way, I think we'll be alright. Up around this field. So I've also got a bit of wheat at the train station. I think that might have been on that field we bought. The one that's up by the biogas plant. I think I might have just dumped it there because it was quicker or something, We could probably move that over to the silo, I guess. I might do that on the way back. Then at least it's all in one place. Oh, jeez. Okay, yep, dump that there. That should be about another 60 grand or something. 7 grand. It's quite a long time ago, I planted that canola. I think I've been sitting on it for quite a few episodes. Nice, so 74,000 from that. Now, see how this dude over here is going. Oh, he's just about done, that's good. Oh, but he might actually run out of seed before he finishes this field. I filled him up before he did this field. I don't know, we'll see. Alright then, yeah, I'll jump out and I'll bring you back probably when I weed. So cool, see you soon. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, all my crops have grown to the, looks like the second stage. Now, I tried actually weeding with the sky, but it won't actually let me hire a worker. So what I'm guessing is this weed is only for certain crops, like maybe ones like soybeans or potatoes or something else like that. So I guess I can just take this guy back. Eh? Can I fold? Oh, I didn't really mean to. Whoops. Oh, we'll try once again. No, so yeah, so he's not even trying to weed it, so yeah, maybe it's for a different type of crop. Yeah, so what I'll do now, yeah, I think I'll just call the episode here. And next time, we'll bring Gustavius in to do some chaff making. I'll probably lease another truck actually. And then it'll be faster to get the chaff into that facility there. It'll be alright, like the first few fields if I use a tractor and a big trailer. But those fields like way down there, yeah, it's going to take a while to get the tractor there and back again, and I think the truck's got about twice the speed as the tractor. So yeah, anyways, we'll see you soon for some chaff with Gustavius. Okay, cool, welcome back. Joined by Gustavius again for some more farming simulator madness. Now you remember the last episode, very laboriously planted every single field I have with corn. So we're going to try and see like how much chaff, how much of a ridiculous amount of chaff we can get, and turn that into silage and see how much ridiculous amounts of money we can make out of that. Now to make it quicker, I've leased another truck. This is my truck here, this red one. I've got another one parked over there by the pigs. We've got the biggest forage harvester, the biggest header. It's I think a 9 metre one. And we're going to drive this in relays, except I'm kind of stuck there. No, here we go. Yeah, we're going to drive in relays, follow along beside it, fill it up, go down there and dump it off, and keep doing that until we've finished all these fields. Gustavius has volunteered to take the first driving shift, so no pressure. Right. So we'll start this dude up and run away.
All aboard the SS Deja Vu.
Yeah, also.
You might as well come clean.
Oh, yeah, I should. This is actually a second take, because we kind of broke the game. Our first, like, huge game-breaking bug. Like, we did 1.5 fields or 1.25 fields or something, and one of the trucks got stuck. And I thought, hey, I've got a good idea, I'll have the tractor and I'll like, bump you forward, and the two glitched together, and it broke the game, and we couldn't do anything. So yeah, this is our second go at it. So Gustavius is going to remind me to save it after every field, or maybe every half a field, just in case that happens again. Or maybe I could save it, like if the truck gets stuck or fucking something, because that was really shitty. like the tractor, like it was sort of a quarter of the way melded into the front of the truck, and sort of half buried in the chaff, and on its side too, so I couldn't. I tried to reset it, but it went all weird, and you know. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. If it does, I mean, yeah, we'll figure something out, I guess. We'll save often so we can like reload and try and...
Could be a security bug, man. I had control of your computer and shit.
Oh, true.
Well, control of your farm anyway. Well, you were too busy crashing.
I'm going to go and check my sheep afterwards. See if any of them are like huddled in the corner crying or something. Hey, what's going on, Flossie?
I didn't go and dry, bro. I used lube. I was crying.
Show me where he touched
animal
you
rights
on,
and all
on
that
the
shit.
puppet. Yeah.
Peter, I've got nothing against. Can't hold anything against me.
Oh, you know what though? They do complain about like video game depictions of animals and people and shit, which is
Do
fucking
they?
stupid. Yeah, yeah. That they were getting shitty about Warhammer 40,000, like something that's totally not real and like
Yeah.
the distant far future, about some of the characters wearing fur.
Oh no.
And
Digital fur,
oh,
man.
yeah, and like all the little tabletop models and shit. It's like, no, well that's like it shows that like it's okay to kill animals in the future and stuff. But what they haven't researched themselves, you see, is that in the far future, if you're like a big sort of general or a big military hero,
Yeah.
to get to that status, you have to kill like a big fuck off monster like the size of an elephant, kind of thing, like warp.
It's kind of ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, a big warp beast with a shitty little sword. So if you kill it, fuck you, I'll be wearing its pelt too, wouldn't you? Oh, but they think, oh no, these big warriors, they can do it and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sorry, I'm on my soapbox a little bit. But,
yeah. That's all right, mate. And,
That's,
you spend all your day on a digital farm. I mean, I'd be ranting as well.
yeah, but I don't know. It's just the sorts of stupid things people moan about, hey, that don't really matter, Like, playing this game's not going to make me eat bacon, because I don't eat bacon. It's not going to, make
You don't have bacon?
No, I don't eat bacon.
You don't eat bacon?
Pork? No.
Oh, you don't eat pork?
No, don't eat
Yet you've got 60 pigs in your farm.
I do.
What's that all about?
Oh, it's purely to piss off the neighbours.
It's a good bit of offset.
There's a fair bit of cognitive
I farm digital
dissonance
pigs, but I
going on.
refuse to eat bacon.
Yeah. I used to live next to a dodgy butcher, and I could smell I could smell the pork rotting every day. It'll be a beautiful day. Throw open your curtains and open the window. Oh, it's a lovely day. La 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 la, and there'd be rotting pork filling your nostrils. Okay, so that truck's full.
So do we need to come up with a? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to segue away from your pork story because it was really, really riveting.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Actually, it was quite interesting. I've known you for a long time, man. I didn't know that about you. So there you go.
True. Well, now you do.
Do we need a strategy for this silo so we don't get stuck again?
Yeah, probably spread it out as much as you can, I think.
So drive as fast as you can.
I guess, yeah.
And if you've got to do it, actually, I've got to be careful because I'll just end up dumping my load outside the silo.
Yeah.
And we all know what happens then when that happens.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a mess to clean up.
True.
The amount of tissues is going to pick that up.
Yeah, and it'll be a while for the trees to mature, so we'll be out of those for a little while.
Yeah, that's true.
If we need to make some more.
So,
but yeah, like I said in our first aborted take, it won't matter if you use like all of those bays, just so we can spread it out so we don't get stuck. Because I'll just add more conveyor belts to it.
We might need to. Yeah, actually, I know what I'll do. I'll try anyway. I'll do it. Yeah, I might do it that way. So I'm going to do it in runs.
Okay.
And fast runs.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, just got to sort of be quick on the trigger to stop it from unloading, or actually stop the truck before you drive out the end. But I guess it doesn't matter. You can make a bit of a mess because you can always just scoop it up.
Yep.
This might give us, because we do about 50% per run, so
should be good.
actually not quite.
Yeah, I'm a little bit over half full.
Okay. It just might mean we might have to take a little bit of time in between to smooth her out and compress it down, or like you said, use all the bays if we have to.
Yep. That'll be right, because once the price goes up enough, what I'll do is I'll just lease like, I don't know, 3 or 4 conveyor belts or something. So if we have to use every single bay, it just means adding another couple of conveyor belts. That's not a big hassle. I can still rebuild.
Yeah. So I've pretty much just done 3 runs at full speed.
Cool.
I reckon we could probably get away with 3 or 4 of those before we get stuck.
Okay.
I don't know. Experimente.
Yeah. So I'll probably be full by the end of this roll, I think.
Oh yeah, cool. I'm on my way back anyway.
Actually, I might get a little bit of the next one. And I'll try and do the same. I wonder if it's easier to drive over once it's compacted, or whether the tyres still sink into it.
I reckon once it's compacted it might make a difference, but hard to tell really.
It might be worth a crack, eh?
Might be worth a save before we give it a crack.
Yeah. In case I fucking break the game again, whoops.
Once bitten, twice shy, as I say.
Yep. The immortal song lyrics of that awesome hair metal band from the 80s, Great White. Remember those dudes? That was
No.
That was one of their biggest hits. Once bitten,
What are they
twice
called?
shy.
Great White.
Yeah, Great White. They sort of out about the same time as Warrant and fucking White Snake and all those dudes. You know? Okay, yep, I'm just about full.
Great White.
Yeah, you'd know the song if you heard it, I reckon. I think I used to have that tape. Yeah, I did actually have a tape of theirs. So.
I had White Snake.
Oh, yeah, I had White Snake too.
Is that close enough?
Yeah, close enough. Same sort of
Similar genre and time.
Yeah. Except I think Great White was a bit more rock and roll with like pianos and keyboards and shit, guitars. You know.
All right. Still had a little bit of new wave in their blood.
Yeah.
Sort of somewhere.
Yeah. Whereas I think White Snake's a bit sort of glam, sort of.
Yeah,
it's
more,
weird. It's weird.
A bit more hairspray.
Yeah, it's weird because they sort of they prance around like big badasses and they're singing songs. Oh, I love you, baby. Do. You know, that's fucking funny. All right.
Yeah, they all had their token power ballad.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty much all power ballads, eh? Except it'd be the odd like fucking rocky one, you know.
With a few pinch harmonics for good measure.
Pick slides. Awesome.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I might try and compress this a bit. I might sort of flatten it out if I bring my tractor down to do that. But I will save before I do that, I think.
It definitely compresses at 10% every time you drive over it, but it's obviously not enough. And the truck's not. Just doesn't have the traction. Ironically.
Yeah.
But
Okay, now let's actually save it there. In case I break it again. Whoops.
are we still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording. Yep. I'll jump out after we do. Probably after your truck and just see if it's easier to drive over.
Is that bad recording talk to say to acknowledge the fact that you're recording?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Should I be more savvy than that?
No, it's
We need like a synchronized red flashing light on top of my TV. No, I'm recording.
That's right, the CIA's got one there already. They won't be room for mine too.
Yeah, watching me through my webcam. I'll try not to touch myself.
The blinky light keeps fucking going off in someone's control room and we keep talking about bukkake, you know.
Can't make any promises there.
And not eating bacon, that's a fucking red flag for them, isn't it? Homeland Security.
This dude's clearly got tendencies. I won't even use the word just in case they are actually the same.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
Never fucking know, do you? Somewhere there's a big flashing light going off.
How's it going, Agent Johnson? I hope you're enjoying this episode. If you've got any tips, make sure to add them into the comment section below. You know, make sure you add a like. You know, that too. You know, feel free to subscribe.
Yeah. So how long have you been a non-pork eating human?
Shit, probably 15 years, I guess. I still quite like salami, you know, I quite like a bit of a sausage roll, but pork
Just not
and
straight
bacon
up.
and ham.
Oh yeah.
Once you smell it rotting, geez, you'd never touch it again. Fuck, oh, geez, I haven't,
Yeah.
Well, it's alright if it's disguised in things like sausage roll, you know, it doesn't really taste that porky, or salami, you know, it's got mostly other crap in it, and I quite like
Yeah.
salami, but just not ham or bacon or...
Well, fuck, you'll probably live forever. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, of course, of course.
Now you're not eating fucking bacon.
Oh, it's probably a little bit too much red meat. I don't eat chicken anymore either. So I got poisoned by Burger King burger.
Did you?
Yeah, and my fever sweats smelt like rotten chicken.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. It was. I got to the last bite and I noticed.
Well, your fever dreams at least prophetic.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all.
Or at least trippy.
No,
Did you get anything out of the situation?
No, it was quite disappointing, really. No. I got to the last bite of my BK chicken fillet burger, Burger King chicken fillet burger, or was it Hungry Jack's where you are? And I noticed it was bleeding and it was pink on the inside.
Ah, not cooked.
And it's like, oh Jesus! And like they thought I had Campylobacter, which is like fucking real crazy hardcore food poisoning, you know.
Yeah.
And I was really weak. I was sick as a dog for like probably 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. Okay, cool. So I'll spread that out so it looks pretty flat. So we might have to do this like every couple truckloads or something.
Okay.
So I'll just get this dude out of the way and we'll see how this goes.
Should I do a flyby before I start unloading? Maybe. Actually, no. I should be right. But same technique. Just go as fast as you can and spread as much as you can.
I reckon. I'll just jump on this tractor and I might be able to get a bit of view. Yeah, because it seemed to flatten it out because there was like big like humpy bits and shit. So you might be able to do like say 3 or 4 stripes with the truck or something and then flatten it.
Yeah, and I'll try to do 2 sides as well.
Yep.
But I can only do like at full acceleration. I can only do a third.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, I've got a third to go.
That'll be alright.
I'll drop that down the middle and see what happens. It's a little bit lumpy.
Yeah, that'll be right, eh? I'll just fire the weaker and the harvester too. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that'll be right, eh? That'll be right. Right, and what I'll drive over this a little bit, so it should be almost fully compacted, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's up to 80, 86, 87.
Digestate fuel. What's that?
That's...
Oh, I was driving past the fuels.
Yeah, once you start feeding in silage into that red tank there, it slowly gives you digestate, which is just another fertiliser.
Oh, okay.
Like a liquid fertiliser, I think it is, or slurry, I guess.
Yeah.
Did McDonald's think about that before they started releasing the McSlurries and things?
McSlurry.
You know?
McFlurry. That sounds like
Flurries.
slurry.
Yeah, it should be slurries.
Yeah. True. I don't know. Probably came up in their risk assessment.
Who's going to know about that? And then they start playing Farming Simulator. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Okay. Well, oh, yeah, I've got the leveler too. I should be using that too to sort of spread this out a bit. But I think that'll be right, eh? So it's compacted at 100% and it looks pretty flat.
Okay.
I think that'll be good. Yeah, well, yeah, I think I'll jump out here and we'll bring you back probably after a few more fields, I guess, and we'll see how we're going, see how much of this we can fill up before we go crazy or rage quit or break the game or something. Okay, cool, welcome back. Yeah, a couple of hours later and we've filled up 1, 2, 3, 4 of these silage bay thingy-jigs with chaff. Now we decided not to do all the fields because it has taken quite a while, a couple of hours to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. So we've still got field 23 and field 26 and that other bit there where the trees were, which is corn. But yeah, I'm just going to harvest that as corn because the price is actually really high at the moment. Before I forget, I'm going to save it there just in case it fucking dies on us again. Yeah, so there's upwards of about 1 million of chaff here, a little bit more than that. There's 286,000, 233,000. What's this one? Over 300,000. Yeah, so over 1 million of chaff there, and that's I think 1-to-1 for silage once it ferments. So once it does ferment, we'll get some conveyor belts and feed it all into that red silo king thing there and make a whole bunch of money, hopefully. So yeah, we found this easier actually because Steve had the brilliant idea of spreading them out a bit so the trucks and stuff didn't get stuck, because it did get a bit lumpy and weird, like after we'd chucked in like probably 4 or 5 in this first one, and it was a bit of a mission to sort of flatten it out and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a, it's time saving there and a lot of frustration saving too. So, just yeah, that's how we broke the game. I crashed the tractor and yeah, everything just divided by 0, and it's
That's a good way to put it.
Everything shat itself. But yeah, cool. So I guess next time, we'll be selling all this, and we'll see how much money we made. Now, the price is pretty reasonable at the moment. It's like $5.67, but I think that I don't know when the price will update as I sell it. Whether it'll be just after the first lot is finished, or whether it'll just be on the hour or what. I haven't sort of drip fed a crop like that before. But
if you come seriously into the money, promise you have to buy me a new Gucci handbag.
Oh, of course. It'll be only the best fucking porpoise skin, endangered Hector's dolphin or something,
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll make sure it's still got its beak on there, so you've got somewhere to hang your keys.
Cool. All right, well, that's compacted. So everything should be 100% now?
Cool. Yep, that's 100%. That's 316,000. 100%, 268, 286, and 233. So yeah, that's over 1 million. Something like 1.2 million. I'm not going to do the maths because it's been a long day and I'm kind of sleepy and my brain's a bit farty. But yeah, cool.
So are you going to cover them or?
Yeah. Might as well.
Or are we going to put some more in?
Nah, that's enough for today. Ooh, that's a big blanket. Just go, yep. And I think it'll be like 12 hours, I think, for the...
Oh, yeah.
That to,
for it to turn.
Yep. Now, there's a little bit left outside it, but yeah, it doesn't matter, It doesn't matter.
It's only a little bit.
Yeah. But that's cool. Yeah, I think we'll leave it there, Next time we'll see how much money we can actually make off this rather convoluted endeavour. So cool. Thanks for watching.